While many people have expressed themselves in this AV, here we have Shri Kamlesh Shah from ANMI, Western Region, to extend his wishes.
Wonderful, lovely, amazing. The clips you have seen, this must be a record celebration of 50th birthday for any person. What an emotions and what a blessings. It gives me immense pleasure to be part of this celebration. On behalf of MD and its member, I wish Ashish ji health, happiness, and bright future on his 50th birthday. I consider myself fortunate to have got an opportunity to work with him as a member of BSE advisory. Best thing I like about him is that he enjoys his work. We learn something new every time we meet him. Shri Ashish ji is a leader with a vision. We are really proud the way he is guiding us. There are many firsts associated with his illustrious career, like he co-founded NSE. He first introduced screen-based trading in India. He is considered father of modern-day derivative market. He pioneered SME platform, which is huge success in providing platform to many small and medium-scale enterprises to list their company and be part of Indian financial system. Again, he was first to establish international exchange at GIFT. Today, BSE is the fastest exchange in the world with speed of 6 microseconds. Friends, many of us may not be aware about couple of platforms like incubators and high-tech platforms. He believes in technology and youth is the ultimate combination that will take our country to the new trajectory. I, on behalf of NME, wish this young and energetic leader a very happy 50th birthday. A big thank you to all members and friends to be part of this celebration. Now we would like to present him a small memento. So I request all directors of NME to be present here. Thank you.
Thank you, Kamlesh sir and team. We also have Shri Pratap Bhai Shah who wish to felicitate Ashish sir. We now request Ashish sir and Shri Pratap Bhai Shah to please come on the stage. Pratap Bhai Shah.
कभी कभी बहुत सुहाना दिन आता है और दिल में जो उमंग आती है उनको व्यक्त करने के लिए भी शब्द कम पड़ते हैं। हमें खास प्रवीण भाई किशन भाई जे चौकसी उन्होंने समझाया कि कुछ करना चाहिए। लक्ष्मी जी और सरस्वती, जहाँ सरस्वती हो तो वहाँ लक्ष्मी नहीं होती है, लक्ष्मी होती है वहाँ सरस्वती नहीं होती है। लेकिन चौहान साहब के पास सरस्वती भी है और लक्ष्मी भी है। श्री साथ साथ लक्ष्मी और सरस्वती, साधना, आराधना અને પ્રાર્થના એના અનુરાગી આશીષ કુમાર ચૌહાણના સુવર્ણ જયંતિ વર્ષના જન્મદિવસની બીએસસીના સમગ્ર પરિવારની શુભકામના। આપશ્રીની કુશળતા, ગુણે, કર્તવ્યનિષ્ઠા બીએસસીને રાષ્ટ્રીય આંતરરાષ્ટ્રીય સ્થાને પુનઃસ્થાપિત કર્યું છે। ગહન વિચાર, સખત પરિશ્રમ અને સરળ સ્વભાવથી આપના કાર્યની કાબલિયતથી અનેક એવોર્ડો આપણે પ્રાપ્ત કર્યા છે। કલકત્તાની આઈએમ, મુંબઈની આઈઆઈટી, ટોચની સીઆઈઓમાં આપનું સ્થાન સુરક્ષિત છે। રાજ્ય સરકાર અને કેન્દ્ર સરકારની વિવિધ સમિતિમાં માનભર્યું સ્થાન છે। બીએસસીનો બહુમુખી વિકાસ આપશ્રીના પુરુષાર્થનું પરિણામ છે। નેટવર્કનો વિકાસ, ઝડપી ટેકનોલોજી, નિફ્ટી અને ઇન્ડેક્સ, વિવિધ વિષયોનો અભ્યાસક્રમ આપનું નેત્રદીપક કાર્ય છે। બીએસસીના 2 લાખ ટર્મિનલે અર્થતંત્રને મજબૂત બનાવવામાં ફાળો આપ્યો છે, ત્યારે રોકાણકારોને ઉમદા તક પ્રાપ્ત થઈ છે। આપશ્રીનો અભિગમ બહુજન હિતાય બહુજન સુખાયનો અતિ ઉત્તમ છે। પ્રભુને હૃદયપૂર્વકની પ્રાર્થના। સતમ જીવમ સરદમ। કિશનભાઈ ચોકસી, પ્રવીણભાઈ વકીલ।
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. I now request Shri Ram Kadam sir to please share some few words.
मैं कुछ बोलने को प्रारंभ करूं उसके पहले हमारे बहुत प्यारे मित्र आशीष जी चौहान, इनका आज 50वां जन्मदिन है। जोरदार तालियां बजा करके हम उनका अभिनंदन करेंगे। मैं ऐसा मानता हूं कि सामने बैठे हुए सारे दिलदार लोग हैं, पर तालियां बजाते समय कंजूसी क्यों करते मुझे पता नहीं। क्योंकि जिस भूमि पर बैठे हैं वो भूमि ऐसी है कि लोग धन मांगने के लिए, धन की यदि लालसा हो तो तिरुपति में जाते हैं, ये देखा गया है। पर भगवान तिरुपति में विराजमान जरूर है, पर वास्तव में कुबेर तो इस बीएससी की बिल्डिंग में ही बसा है। तो आशीष चौहान जी इस देश के कुबेर को चलाने वाले एमडी और सीईओ है। आज उनका 50वां जन्मदिन है। बैठे बैठे मैं याद कर रहा था कि 50 वर्ष पहले जब आशीष जी का जन्म हुआ होगा, उस समय की घटिका को याद कर रहा था, उस नक्षत्र को, उस मुहूर्त को याद कर रहा था। मां ने कभी सोचा नहीं होगा कि यह व्यक्ति एक दिन जा करके देश में जो सबसे आर्थिक राजनीति की सबसे बड़ी जो बड़ा प्लेटफॉर्म है, उस पर इतना बड़ा काम करेगा। ये कभी उनके माता पिता ने भी नहीं सोचा होगा। पर निश्चित तौर पे आशीष जी के गत जन्म के अच्छे पुण्य कर्म और उनके माता पिता का आशीर्वाद उनको इस अच्छे मुकाम पर लेकर के आया। यही प्रार्थना करूंगा कि मुझे पता नहीं भगवान कितनी आयु देता है, पर आशीष जी को 100 वर्ष की पूर्ण आयु मिले। उनका फिटनेस तो ऐसा है कि मान करके चलो, अभी भी उनकी आयु अगर कोई कह दे कि 38-40 है तो लोग मान लेंगे, इतना उनका अच्छा फिटनेस है। दोस्तों के बारे में कहो तो देश भर में तो उनके सभी दोस्त हैं, पर विदेशों में भी उनके अच्छे दोस्त हैं। उनके हाथ से बहुत अच्छा नेक काम हो, यही मैं यहाँ पर शुभकामनाएं देता हूँ। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।
Thank you, sir.
We have all seen Ashish sir delivering business speeches, talks, interviews on day-to-day basis. But Sheetal, have you ever seen him delivering a humorous speech?
Well, no.
So on this occasion, let's take an opportunity to look at his lighter side while delivering this memorable speech at IIM Calcutta while receiving the Distinguished Alumni Award. Let's have the AV, please.
Chief Guest Shri Kunal Bahal, Chairperson Board of Governor, IIM Calcutta, Shri Ajit Balakrishnan, Director IIM Calcutta, Professor Saibal Chakrapadhyay, Dean Academic Professor Binu Paul Abraham, New Initiative and External Relations, Professor Sarkar, distinguished faculty members, distinguished awardees, distinguished guests, alumni, ladies and gentlemen, and dear students. You might have figured out I have actually prepared as usual. Today at this function, I am being recognized as a distinguished alumnus of IIM Calcutta. It's a great honor and I accept it with great humility. It's an amazing feeling to be recognized by your alma mater. I would like to thank the committee for selecting me for this award. When I was studying engineering at IIT, I took several courses in Western philosophy and economics in my graduating year. Nuances of Indian philosophy I had learned during my childhood. At that time, I was impressed by different economic philosophies, including capitalism and Marxism. Prevalent extreme poverty, inequality, and injustice troubled me a lot. They gave me sleepless nights. They do even now. Calcutta was a living example of left ideology those days. I thought of coming here to check out myself how it worked. I decided to try it. 2 years of trial was not such a big deal. Of course, Joka is far from Calcutta, I didn't know then. It gave me a nurturing environment. I call Calcutta my second home as I developed love and affection for this city and its characteristics. Many of these characteristics I subscribe to myself. Socially involved, not money-minded and lazy. I have been told this city has left many of the old characteristics behind and has become as hardworking and selfish as most cities in India. I would still like to hold on to the Calcutta of 1980s, which was lazy. During graduation, when your personality is not fully developed, you make a lot of friends. During post-graduation, you become very focused and suddenly friendship is a mere transaction. Innocence suddenly disappears. Everyone looks at the other student as a potential competition who's going to take away his or her dream job. Competitive feeling overcomes the feeling of fraternity. It was strange at first, coming from a friendly bonhomie to a cutthroat world. Though to be fair, we had some excellent people who attended all classes and also gave their notes generously for copying to all of us. There were few noble souls of my class of 1991. One guy I remember very fondly, his name was Ved Purishwar. And we still remember him wherever we meet. Today also I talked to a professor about him. Popularly known as 26 batch. Without the helping nature of my friends, many of us would not have found it difficult to pass. Many of us would not have found it easy to pass the courses. One learned as much from fellow students and environment as from the professors. It was nice to have friendly teachers at IIM Calcutta. It was an amazing environment here from teaching perspective. We had tough professors and nice professors. Sometimes tough guys were also nice, personally. We had Ramu here, we had Leena Chatterjee, Amit Bhaduri, Ashish Chatterjee, Nagi Reddy, and many more. In the first term, the entire class was afraid of accounts and statistics, as many flunked or got low grades. I was used to getting lower grades at IIT, so I didn't know what was all the fuss about. Everyone was trying to get all A's, and there was a few of us, non-academic types, who didn't know why people got so worked up. We were lucky to have diverse set of professors with diverse personality traits, and many of them consoled me. The institute allowed me to do what I wanted, which was largely about sleeping. However, it also allowed me to work on organizing culture programs, etc., which I like doing. Parties were also important, perhaps every day. Effectively, being non-competitive with no goals helped me pass through without too much stress. I took many good elective courses like econometrics, which no one wanted to take after the mass flunking at statistics 1 and 2. I went to the professor and asked him, nobody wanted to take the course. He told me that get 5 students. I had to actually canvass for the course. I got the 5 students. At the end of the course, professor called me. I was the only one who didn't go to his class for the entire semester. And he asked me later on, saying, Ashish, tell me at the time of exam, have you wasted your time or have I wasted my time? I also took a lot of development economics courses and courses on spirituality and ethics. Professor S.K. Chakravarti introduced me to courses on ethics, and I was completely amused that I could get A always in that course. Courses on financial markets were important to me. Most of my grounding in markets happened at IIM Calcutta. I am very grateful for that. Studying at IIM Calcutta allowed me to remain unambitious and unfocused, which was a miracle given the energy and focus my fellow students brought to the institute. To some extent, it happened because I was awake during nights and slept during days. It reduced my interaction with highly ambitious and energetic lot. IIM Calcutta allowed me to be myself. I didn't want to do anything or become anyone or not anything. Overall, it was a fun-filled 2 years for me. In the process, I learned a lot. It was learning while playing, without realizing you are learning. Overall, campus had a view on each one of us. What we will do, what we'll become, how fast we'll run the race. I remained an uninterested spectator for most part in the race. IIM allowed me to do that. I will remain eternally grateful to IIM for allowing me to be that like that. We didn't have a straight jacket framework like other IIMs. You didn't have to participate in the class, you didn't even have to go to the class those days. Post IIM, I have been fortunate to be part of some of the biggest projects of independent India. Setting up of NSE, satellite telecom, setting up the first screen-based trading, Nifty index, derivatives, mobile revolution, oil exploration, organized retail, petrochemicals, refining, IPL cricket, high-frequency trading, automated income tax returns filing. Many projects were very exciting. I didn't aspire to do most of it. It happened to me by accident. I didn't have any plan or any ambition, so I ended up being a part of many of them. IIM Calcutta had a great role to play in whatever little I could contribute over the last 25 years to my country and my family. No life is independent and no achievement happens without support from others. I need to thank many people who have worked with me all these years as guides, as teachers, as professors, superiors and colleagues. I need to especially thank my parents who nurtured me all these years and my siblings for all their support. Also my wife and child for supporting me in my activities and not having any work-life balance. My friends for being there always. My professors for teaching me values of selfless service and being humble and not taking myself too seriously. The last message to students, especially the one on the back bench. If you are backbenchers, you have a hope. Look at me. Thank you very much, sir, for this great honor. I will cherish this moment and this award for the rest of my life. Thank you all for being here to witness this. Thank you very much.
I'm so sure many of us have not seen this side of Sir ever. So moving ahead, we wish to appreciate and thank everyone under this roof today who have made some time out from their busy schedule to attend this function. Some of you have traveled from far to be present here today to specially wish Ashish sir. This is because it has been and continues. It's been like he continues to win hearts of every person he has met ever. The following showcases his magnetic personality. Let's have the AV, please.
You have the right to work only, but never to its fruits. Let not the fruits of action be your motive, nor let your attachment be to inaction. This core philosophy is the guiding light of Shri Ashishkumar Chauhan, the pioneer of Nifty Index, equities market and screen-based trading in the country. Currently MD and CEO of the Bombay Stock Exchange. As one of the most influential figures in modern Indian finance, he has upended the world of stockbroking not once, but twice. Today, he stands tall by making BSE as the fastest stock exchange in the world. It is his passion for hard work and an inner drive to help his fellow beings that has leveraged his success story. He carries a humble demeanor which camouflages his myriad achievements. Going with the flow, his core philosophy has indeed made his career path a dream journey. Born in Ahmedabad, his parents hailed from Bawla, a tiny hamlet on the outskirts of Ahmedabad. Ashish was nurtured in a middle-class household and he studied in a Gujarati medium school. Both his parents were well educated. His father, an engineer, worked for the government of Gujarat, and his mother, a gold medalist in economics. Post-schooling, he applied for admission in IIT in mechanical engineering as a friend was applying there. A study in English at this stage was a painstaking process of understanding word by word with the help of a dictionary, but he soon overcame the hurdle. Post his graduation, he went in for his MBA at the IIM. In 1991, he was selected by ITBI. Being technology friendly, he soon moved ahead of others with ease. It was his belief that if technology was adapted at the right time for the right purpose, the society would surely benefit at large. When IDBI initiated setting up of the NSE, Ashish was chosen as a part of the 5-member team. With his co-founding the NSE in 1992, the capital markets were shaken, with the NSE becoming the country's first demutualized electronic exchange. His sharp skills and an acute foresight made him a trailblazer in the world of modern finance. At the helm of NSE's equities market, he became a game changer. It's his humility that he says he was lucky to be at the right place at the right time. He pushed derivatives hardest at the NSE, and today he is acknowledged as the father of modern financial derivatives. In 2000, after 8 years of struggle on regulatory, technology, concept marketing and other issues, NSE was ready to commence derivatives. But Ashish decided to quit and start his own B2B e-commerce business at a peak when NSE had already become India's leading trading platform. When the e-commerce bubble burst and Ashish was at a low, the Reliance Group requested him to help them in updating internal systems. Here he got involved in diverse verticals, corporate communications, mobile telephony, organized retail, oil and gas refining, education, etc. etc. Then in 2008, when Reliance bought Mumbai Indians for IPL, Ashish was given the responsibility to make it happen, making him head the gamut of promotion, branding, etc. In just a year, there came another turning point. In 2009, after 100+ years of its life, the Bombay Stock Exchange brought Ashish on its board as Deputy Chief Executive Officer. This was at a time when the majority of the brokers were convinced that he would not join BSE. BSE's benchmark index, the Sensex, comprising the country's 30 largest and most actively traded stocks, serves as a measure of India's overall economic health. At BSE, he injected a new verve and drive, and in just 3 years, he secured a double promotion as BSE's Managing Director and CEO. Ask a cab driver at a railway station or airport to take you to the stock exchange and he will bring you straight to BSE, says Ashish. The BSE raised $185 million in its initial public offering in January 2017, enriching more than 9,500 shareholders. The shares jumped as much as 49% on debut. Way back in 2009, this feat was thought to be impossible. Today, Ashish is at work at BSE to consolidate further from the distribution of corporate bonds and mutual funds to sharper focus on SMEs. Another feather in his cap has been the activation of India International Exchange, or the INX, a pet project of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Wholly owned by the BSE, this new exchange will operate 22 hours a day from within a special economic zone, the International Financial Services Centre in Gujarat. A distinguished visiting professor at the Ryerson University, Toronto, Canada, Ashish has garnered several international and Indian awards, and his presence in several prestigious institutions benefits them with many a new insight and initiatives. Ashish Chauhan epitomizes a young and dynamic India, a country where there is no limitation to fulfilling one's dreams, irrespective of where you begin.
May I request the amazing, trustworthy, Yaro Ka Yar, execution expert, a great motivator, fastest mental calculator, and above all, the lifeline of BSE, our very own Ashish sir, to please come on the stage and share a few words.
Friends, let me welcome you all. The day has come and we are enjoying all together. I thank you all for making it today at BSE. It's an important milestone for an individual to complete 50, a half century. For me too, I am delighted to be alive and kicking, as some would say. Many of you have come from far and wide. Some of you have traveled from other cities, and some even from abroad. I am overwhelmed. I am thankful to God for giving me you all. Thank you to each and everyone present here. I remain obliged to each of you. I also want to send the message to BSE Group employees, my friends and relatives who are not here physically, that I appreciate your love and affection. Some of you have sent video messages, which all of us have seen. Thank you from bottom of my heart. My office team insisted that this year, on my 50th birthday, they need to have a better treat from me than usual. Hence this event. I have not celebrated my birthday much for very long. Thank you Rima, Sudesh, Liji, Amish, Rahul, Yatin, Kalpit, Shital, Pallavi, Varsha, Murthy, our new addition to the team, and everyone from various departments as well as friends associated in making this event a success. This is not the time of speech making, and all of you know me well. That's why you are here. However, I have been told to speak, and here I am. I will not take very long. For me, this is the day to be grateful to the God, grateful to the parents, to the family, to the friends, to colleagues, current and past, and all well wishers, my board members, my bosses, my stockbrokers, who have always been there for me, my media friends who are here in large numbers, my friends from other walks of life, industry, banking, mutual funds, NBFC, government officials, regulators, musicians, cricketers, movie stars, investors, politicians, doctors, lawyers, company secretaries, chartered accountants, students, and member of public. I am grateful to you all. Life has been like a breeze. It just passed by, not a moment of boredom. It's amazing that some of my co-workers have worked with me for over 25 years and continue to do so. They have tolerated me for so long. I hope they'll continue to tolerate me in future. Life has been a huge topsy-turvy affair, completely accidental, very random. From my happy-go-lucky childhood in a suburb of a small town dotting with farms to Mumbai, to Calcutta and then back to Mumbai. It's more than 33 years since I came to Mumbai, which has accepted me and given me sustenance. Thank you, Mumbai. At age 11, most people at home thought I will grow up to become a monk. At age 18, many people thought I'll run away from studies at IIT, as I didn't know English. When I joined IIT, 2 months after the first semester actually started, I was allocated a room in Hostel 6, and you saw many people talking about it. The previous occupant of that room where I started staying had committed suicide due to stress at IIT 1 week before I joined. That's how I got the room, because that got vacated, he committed suicide. Many observers thought I was a fit case for suicide too. I survived barely. My passing out of IIT itself was a miracle made possible by my professors and my hostel friends who were supportive and sympathetic. Many of my friends took more interest in my studies compared to their own. I am lucky to have friends like them. My best relationships till date remain the ones that were developed by quirk of fate during school and college days. I remain grateful to my friends. Many of them are present here today. They have come from different cities, from different countries. Thank you guys for making my life and also coming here today. The school friend responsible for pushing me into IIT by giving JEE exam, he actually filled the form for me. I didn't even know about JEE. Thank you for pushing me in a direction which I was not even aware of, Utkant. At IIM too, I met many friends of life. A few of them are present here. Thank you guys. At age 25, given my lifestyle and habits, most of my friends believed I will not reach 50. I overdo many things, including work. It is a miracle, therefore, that I am still alive and standing before you. The miracle of my being alive today is perhaps possible as much due to modern medical sciences as contribution of my wife Sonal, who ensured that I gave up all vices before marriage and has watched over my health zealously and taken care of me and my idiosyncrasies for the last 20 years. She is also a doctor by profession and cools me down when required. Birth of my son in 2001 gave an additional reason for joy and reasons to continue living life and see it in myriad of colors that it manifests every day. To take care of oneself and family in addition to work. Overall, work has been the only thing I have known in adult life. People talk about work-life balance. I never had that. Perhaps work-life balance is necessary. I didn't go on that path though. I have been lucky to be working continuously without a break since age 23 for 27 years, almost 80 hours a week. Work has kept me alive. When I was young, my work was my identity. After the first job change and a tough failed experience of being an entrepreneur, I've been able to detach myself a little bit. I think I lived a full life, full of struggle, full of experiences, but more importantly, full of friends, teachers, colleagues, bosses, well-wishers, and family who have helped me go through with the struggles. Most time in backgrounds. They supported me emotionally with compassion and also with their time in my foolish pursuits of improving India. Just a little bit. I had a belief that India's time has come and we all are lucky to be living in this time where India has taken huge strides. My belief in the future greatness of India is becoming even stronger by the day, given the technological changes and how India is incorporating them in their daily lives. The most important lesson I have learned from my parents, never think of yourself or never think for yourself. Society will reward you for what you deserve. I have tried to live life like a fakir. Very few needs, few possessions, and a fewer attachments. No expectations. Ability to detach oneself in middle of things has been a lifelong quest. Ability to walk away, ability to not feel hurt. I have tried to live life on this basis. I must confess, it is not easy and never complete. My enjoyment comes from books, watching cricket, music, and philosophy, which together cost very little nowadays. Last year, someone described me as the Forrest Gump of India. I didn't realize at that time whether it was a compliment or an abuse. Many people do that to me. When I watched the movie Forrest Gump later on, I realized how apt the description was. A foolish guy, innocent, who kept on running all his life and believes in the goodness of people and greatness of life. And most importantly, greatness of India. I am still like that, I wouldn't be any other way. I remain eternally grateful to the life, the God, the country, and all of you for being there with me. The journey itself has been the goal, as I never had any goal, ever. Thank you for being here. Mr. Ravi for joining us on the VC despite ill health. Mr. Ramdurai for coming all the way. Mrs. Ramdurai and all my friends from everywhere, all my family members, father, wife, son, colleagues on this important day. I'll be here late after the event so that I can meet people who have come from far and wide. Thank you. I feel truly blessed with all of you being here. Let celebrations continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashish sir, for your so kind words. And we request you to please be on the stage, sir, as we proceed towards the most awaited moment, that is the cake cutting ceremony, for which I request Shri Manilal Chauhan, sir's father, Shri Manilal Chauhan, Dr. Sonal Chauhan, his wife and his son, Sean Chauhan, to please join us on the stage to cut the cake.
And we request everyone to please put on the mask that you have received. 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ashish sir. Happy birthday to you.
बार दिन ये आए, बार बार दिल ये गाए, बार बार दिन ये आए, बार बार दिल ये गाए, तू जिए हजारों साल, ये मेरी है आरज़ू। हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू सुनीता, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू। बार बार दिन ये आए, बार बार दिल ये गाए, तू जिए हजारों साल, ये मेरी है आरज़ू। हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू
Shri S. Ramudarai sir, can we have on stage please for a photograph please? And Mrs. Ramudarai madam please. Sir, एक photo. Thank you everyone. You all may enjoy the snacks now.